Hi everyone, I am Kritika. Welcome to Kitaabi Cabins. Last week I was on a flight, and whenever I'm at an airport and boarding a flight, I'm always thinking how I can utilize this time. What can I do in that confined little space? There's not much to do other than listening to music, watch movies downloaded on Netflix, or read a book. So I thought that I'll share some recommendations with you. The first book that I want to talk about is called Notes to Myself. The author Hugh has actually written it as notes to himself. There's this personal diary, his daily journal, and he was kind enough to publish it and make it public for everybody like us to read it. The book talks about a lot of things, about day-to-day activities, about the mundaneness, about the struggle, the challenges, the confusion and ambiguity. The beautiful thing is that it talks less about the outer world or surroundings and things that affect you, but rather than it focuses on how you are affected by things. It talks about self-introspection and how he as a person dealt with things and eventually found beauty even in the saddest of times. And the book is relatable because it deals with human emotions as its foundation. I don't recommend you to read this book in one go, although you can read it. It is not that of a big read, but it is good that if you can pick 2-3 snippets of it at a time, wander upon it, look over the clouds outside of the window, and just come back to it later. The second book that I want to talk about is called Who Moved My Cheese? This is a book that I feel will be relevant all over the time as long as humans are on this planet, because it talks about change, and change is the only constant. It talks about how different people tackle with challenges and change, and how varied paths they might take depending upon where they are coming from and how afraid they are of the unknown. And this is a good book if you're going through a time in life where things are changing and your life, your work, your college or your school, anything. It can make you realize that actually stepping into unknown, not knowing where the turn leads to, might save you from a dead end. The third book that I want to talk about is called Steal Like an Artist. This is a very interesting book. It deals with how you can draw inspiration from other people's work, their art, their life, their approach towards life. It is not plagiarism, that's what the book talks about, that your identity is your own, your brain is your own, and how you can make that inspiration work for yourself. It's totally up to your hand. And eventually, as the narrator from Fight Club says, everything is a copy of a copy of a copy.
With insomnia, nothing's real. Everything's far away. Everything's a copy of a copy of a copy.
But it is your own as long as you can make it a reflection of your own identity, no matter where you draw the inspiration from. It has a lot of interesting tricks how you can steal like an artist. And please do not think of it that the book is limited to art or creativity. I believe that if you do your work with enough love, it is an art and you are an artist. So you can always draw any inspiration and put it in your life and work. So here are my recommendations. Do give it a go next time you're on a flight and let me know if you like them. I'll see you next time. Thank you.